Bosky's Guide to Monk Mode. How do you begin? Where do you start? What do you need? I've got everything ready to answer your questions. What is Monk Mode? So Monk Mode, many people like to believe it is a long-term practice where you perfect certain skills, or maybe not. Let's say not perfect. Let's say you sharpen, you chisel, you improve your mind. Literally, Monk Mode is just hardening the mind, the dedication, your skill. It's all mental. It's all about doing it when you don't want to do it the most. So whatever you hate doing the most, you do it. Whatever you dislike doing, do it. Whatever you don't feel like doing, do it. Don't let your emotions control you. It's as simple as that. Monk Mode is typically known as like a 6-month period to year period of straight grind grafting. And then after that year period, you take a rest, you go party, whatever. But Monk Mode is strictly no parties, no dating, just work. Literally work, whether that's physical, mental, whether that is dedicating yourself to something else. Everyone has their own Monk Mode. My Monk Mode, for example, is focused directly on achieving greatness, achieving fame, achieving a better relationship with God, achieving a relationship with my parents, my family, and achieving wealth. So now you know what Monk Mode is, but now you need to know what Monk Mode needs from you. As I've written, to be able to partake in such an extreme journey, you need to be ready to sacrifice your dopamine addiction. Dopamine, you may have never heard of that before. Dopamine is a chemical released in your brain, which is why you would, for example, when you're bored, pick up your phone, you start scrolling through TikTok. You pick up your phone, start looking at DMs, you start getting distracted. You can't sit still for 15 minutes. You can't work straight for half an hour. It's these little chemicals that are released, your joy chemicals of, you start feeling bad, so you quickly go on to something else to distract yourself. But that's what we need to get rid of through Monk Mode. That's the journey that you're going to take, and through the journey you're going to get rid of your dopamine addiction. Furthermore, your fear of failure and being able to be prepared to create a new you. After Monk Mode, I promise you will be a completely different person if it is done correctly. So far, I've seen from me, I am in the most simple way possible. I am more attractive. I am more determined. I am more successful in things I do. I am more lucky. I'm stronger. I am better. In general, in all terms, all around, everything I do is performed to a higher degree. I was a 1% at the start, and I'd say maybe now I've increased easily times 10. And everyone around me, I feel like I've become so influential, so motivational, that they start understanding it and seeing it as well, and want to partake this journey with me. And I believe the best way to learn is through experience and through others' experience. So, let me not waste your time. What do you need? I talked about this in the last video. A goal, a target. What do you want to achieve? If you're a footballer and you want to become a professional footballer, you're going to need your Monk Mode to sharpen your skills in quick reaction. You have to sharpen your skills in wanting to train, sharpen your skills in tactics, physical training. You're going to have to be able to develop your mind, be open to learning, be open to doing the training when you don't want to. Monk Mode is there for you to sharpen the mind, open your availability and your accessibility to tools that you've never seen before. A clear layout of your day. You're going to need to plan your day. It's going to be so difficult to do Monk Mode without knowing when you're going to do something, or how you're going to do it, or why you're going to do it. For example, if you have reading 10 pages, are you going to split that reading 10 pages? So you're going to read 5 in the morning and 5 in the evening. Are you going to read it all before bed? When are you going to do it? Why are you reading the book? What book are you reading? There's so many questions to be asked that you need to know the answers to before you can partake in monk mode. Otherwise, you're going to find it so challenging to be able to partake in such a task, and that's why I'm here for you. That's why I'm going to explain later on how I do my monk mode to give you an idea of how I've found success during monk mode. Achievements. What do you want to achieve during monk mode? Have you got targets for the end of the week? Have you got targets for the end of the month? Have you got targets for the end of the monk mode? What are your achievements that you want to achieve? For example, one of my achievements was by the end of the week, finish one book. By the end of the month, finish 4. And then by the end of the monk mode, finish all my books that I own. It's as simple as that, but obviously everyone's monk mode is going to be different. Finally, for this slide, don't lose. You can fail, but don't lose. And what I mean by that is, when you fail, get back up, go win. When you lose, you reset. When you lose, you give up, you stop trying, you're like, oh, I'm seeing no progress, I'm going to stop. That can't be a thing. Your key necessities for this to work are determination, dedication, and discipline. Determination, dedication, and discipline. Determination, what does that mean? Yeah, you probably know what determination means. It means when you want to do something so bad that you just have to get it done. Dedication, what does that mean? You're so obsessed with your target, your goal, whatever you're doing, your job, that you are just going to get it done, no matter what, no matter how you feel. Discipline, same again. No matter how you feel, no matter what you're doing, you are going to get it done. Feeling is the emotions are the only thing that will get in your way. You may feel like giving up because you see no results. But I promise you, if you stick it through, even in a month, you'll see massive progress. Maybe in a week's time. Depends on how hard you're actually giving it a go. If you've given up your phone, if you've given up your video games, if you've given up YouTube, if you've given up all these distractions to allow you to focus, you're going to see massive progress. Back to my other video of why the 1% rule is so important. I recommend you go watch that before you watch this video, so you can understand how important it is for your habits to stack up, for you to finally see progress. Otherwise you're going to be so disappointed when you don't see progress because you're not doing the right things. You can't expect massive progress in the start when there is so much more to come. So what suits me best? In monk mode you'll typically have your 3 non-negotiables. You can have more, you can have less. For example, typically people would have like no alcohol, giving up weed, no parties. But I've just never been a fan of partying. I've never been a fan of weed. I've never been a fan of smoking alcohol. So I don't need that. For me, that's just natural. I'm gifted, like I say. God has gifted me with the talent of not being obsessed with drugs. My non-negotiables are 10 minutes of meditation, which has now been bumped up to 15 minutes because I believe I could do more. 1 hour of exercise. I normally go gym every day. I have no rest days, and on Sundays I will exercise through sauna and ab workouts. And reading 10 pages a day is my non-negotiables. As you can guess, I read mine at the end of my day. I turn off everything around 9-10 p.m. and I read, meditate, sleep. That's my plan. Where it comes to religion, praying my extras, journaling, diet, skincare, work, crypto, etc., I have a lot. So I've been doing monk mode for quite a while. I've been doing past monk modes. This is my maybe 4th monk mode. All my other ones I failed. This is the best so far, and I hope to keep it going. A few extras that I work on, like I've already mentioned, religion. So I like to pray first thing in the morning. As soon as I get up, I pray. I thank God for my blessings of being able to wake up on a day. I thank Him and I ask for some blessings. I ask for some strength. I'll ask for typical things that I will need to get me through my day. The next thing I would then focus on before anything would be when I get back from work. I typically read my Bible. Try to put God first in my day and last. You see what I mean when I get to the end of my day. Then journaling. Typically I'm not really a fan of journaling. I try to do it because I don't like it. I'm trying to harden my mind to just do things that I don't like, not let emotions control me. Diet. I personally don't have a diet, but that's just a mention in there for you to be able to take care of it. Skincare, I have a skincare routine. I do it every time after I shower. Another thing that I just do, and that's my plan for it. So every time I shower, skincare. I typically shower straight after the gym or straight after work, depending on my day and how it is laid out. Work, so I work 9 to 5. I work straight away as soon as I get in. I work on YouTube, whether that's crypto, and I have to. It's an hour at least. I don't let myself slip with that. I don't play video games. I do, however, use Snapchat and Twitter. Twitter is for my crypto, but I do get stuck scrolling on sometimes, so I can admit that. No one is perfect. Everyone does make their mistakes. I'm going to be completely honest with you guys. There's no point in me lying to you. I'm completely honest. And then Snapchat, I use Snapchat, text a few friends, few this, few that. But realistically, that's how your day should be laid out. You shouldn't need more than that. You want to aim for around 5 extras, 3 non-negotiables. How to customize monk mode to suit you. So you want to aim for those goals. You want to aim for the time, how long you want to do it for, and why you want to do it. You also want to aim for who inspires you, who is your mentor, and who are you doing it for. That's what realistically should work your monk mode around. Like I mentioned earlier, a footballer will aim to train more, will aim to sharpen his mind and tactics. A boxer may be similar. However, someone like me, which is trying to achieve wealth, trying to achieve greatness, trying to buy my parents a house, I'll have completely different goals. And that's why my monk mode will be completely different to me. So what I advise to figure this stuff out is search up 12 questions on YouTube. There should be a podcast about it's the 12 most important questions. Write those down at the end of every, let's say, week or month, down to you, whatever you prefer. Answer those questions and see if anything has changed and anything has suited you better and inspired you to work differently on. So for example, in the first week you might be targeting your first 5k month, but then you realized that might be a little bit unrealistic for you, so you want to target a 2k month. So your monk mode is going to change depending on how much things you're doing and what you're doing. But again, completely up to you. My final message is the most important message. I cannot address this enough. You cannot go lower than failure. When you fail, that is rock bottom. You can't go lower. So if you fail, the first thing you do is kick yourself. You're like, cool, I messed up, but then you get straight back up. The only place you can go after losing is to pick yourself back up and win. Failure is not an option. Failure is the best place to win. There is no better place than failure. When you fail, you know you're doing it right because you're pushing your body to the extremes and the limits. I encourage you to watch my shorts. Each short will be explaining a different part of monk mode. Each step, whether that's meditation, if you don't know how to meditate, I will explain it. Whether that is reading, if you need help choosing a book to read or books. Whether that is journaling, how to journal, what to journal about, my experience. Everything will be documented and you will understand everything through watching my videos. I will guide you to success with me.